Hey, it's your narrator speaking. Thank you so much for listening to Spare the Crying. A special thanks to our starlights and starcatchers on Patreon. Sky, I Like Rocks Like a Lot, Dresden, Jesper, The Golden Jabber, Fairy Princeton, Julian, Jeffrey, Seth, River, and Helena. Your support means more than we can say, and I hope you enjoy this story. Lost. You've wondered. Maybe, but I don't know. It's a sad name. Sadder than lonesome. Sadder than longing. Lost. I don't want to be lost. Think that's how the fools feel? So many questions and the answers aren't quite right. Like they aren't there at all. They try to understand. I can't explain. I can't. They gave up. They headed on south. Time flew. Ophelia has arrived. Errol has been introduced as quite the same and quite different. She sits beside the fire. They rest for the first time in a long time, as snow begins to fall like stars. A lot has changed in 6 months. What does she see as you gather?
Virgil is still standing over by Orna, brushing through her mane, occupying himself. A simple blue robe crosses over his chest from left to right. At his throat, there is the glimpse of a deep green underlayer where the collar is clasped together with a small dandelion-shaped brooch. The outermost layer is a teal-green set of robes flared out at the shoulders, tipped with hints of metallic silver, and silver and gold embroidery plucks out the mirrored shape of a dandelion on either side of his chest, sort of reaching up towards his shoulders. His forearms are wrapped in gleaming silver gauntlets, each bearing the face of a sunflower towards the wrist. A green belt is cinched at his waist, its trailing ends styled like dandelion leaves, each one tipped with a golden tassel and the silver glint of a star. His hair has grown longer, trailing past his shoulders, and Nico's golden hair comb shines atop his head. He has replaced his old cracked reading glasses with a new set, with blue-tinted lenses and small round golden frames. A single thin braid hangs beside Rowan's gem, tied with a small green band from which a tiny golden star-shaped charm dangles.
Kirit sits staring into the fire, and over the months of travel, he's grown out a bit of a beard, something he hadn't previously done. He's also taken to wearing a long embroidered coat from which the ruffled cuffs of his shirt peek out. His hair has grown some too, and he pulls the top half of it back in a tie to keep it out of his eyes.
I think Ox sits pretty close to Errol. Not much about his outfit has changed. He still has his green striped undershirt that he's been wearing, the same pants, the same boots. He has gotten new chaps that are more of a reddish brown in color, and he's also added a vest, which he's started embellishing and embroidering on the back, with just like little touches here and there, both on the vest, and he's done a little bit of embroidery like on his jeans, just in a few places of little like oxalis clovers.
I want that.
I love how the boys are getting into embroidery.
Yeah.
this is the time.
Embroidery and florals.
Yeah.
Kian stands by the fire, helping Ophelia pass out little cups of tea as she makes them, and their hair has grown quite a bit in the months of traveling. It falls almost to their shoulders now as they brush it gently out of their face. They are wearing the same glasses that Dimitri made them, gold with slight tinted lenses, and she's wearing mostly cream pants and kind of a golden cream shirt with a bright red embroidered collar and a sash kind of hanging off to one side in reds with forget-me-nots embroidered at the very edge.
After all the cups of tea have been passed to each one of you, well, almost each one of you, one member of your party is missing. Jacques is nowhere to be seen. Ophelia sits down next to Kian, looking around, up. over at the trees.
I don't. He's here. But he kind of. I think he got a bit nervous. I swear he was just right next to me.
No, I believe you. I suppose it's understandable. It's all right. Whenever he's ready. She takes a long sip of her tea. I know there's a lot to go over. Does he know about me? I mean, I know he knows about me, but does he know anything else besides that I exist?
Yes and no. Because I thought maybe you'd like to talk to each other first.
No, I think that's the right idea. I don't want to disappoint his expectations.
I mean, I did tell him a lot about you.
Oh,
I don't know, we've been traveling for months and they were nice stories.
as long as you didn't make me look too nice, that should be fine. Waves her hand dismissively. That's not really what's most important right now. I don't know if you all want to have just a moment to relax, or if I should tell you Lizzie's findings, if you want to go over that, or if you should go find Jacques. Virgil, why don't you sit down?
He doesn't startle exactly, but he's definitely distracted, and I wanted to ask, does Jacques, when he turns into a bat, technically all of his belongings are, like, with him still, right?
Mhm.
Could I locate object on one of those things? Could I locate object his hat?
Probably.
That's what he's
I
up
think
to
so, yeah.
over there.
Yeah, I think you could have decided that one. It's a little bit of a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Thanks,
You know
Dad.
Jacques so well after all these months that I'll allow it.
One of the components is a twig, so he's just over there, like, petting Orna with one hand, and the other he's just, like, twirling a stick in his hand.
What are you doing?
Finding our wayward friend.
And you feel a pull or tug in your hand in like a northwest direction out towards the trees. It seems like he's not very far off.
Okay. If I sort of squint up through the branches, do I see a little guy?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. That's not good. 10.
At first, what you think is a leaf that hasn't fallen yet. It doesn't like quite catch your eye, and then it moves a bit, and you catch light glinting off beady little bat eyes.
Ah. Okay. He'll just keep a tab on that, just to make sure that Jock is okay, and he will give Orna one last pat and go wander over to the fire. Sorry, he's fine. Close by.
Maybe we should just go over what we need to go over, and then we can settle in later. We've had surprisingly, a lot of downtime. Just a lot of moving while doing the downtime, you know? Traveling.
Yes,
We've
that's
been
what
doing
it's
a lot
called.
of walking.
Yes. All right, one moment. And she gets up, scurries over to the baby carriage, and scurries back with a small packet of papers. She holds them out to you, Kian. I couldn't really tell. Well, you know how it is with Lizzie. Either he was very annoyed with you or just feeling frustrated with the difficulty of the task, but he also got very into it. So he managed to uncover some things, sent them my way to give to you.
I thought he would like it. Kian is going to sit kind of close to the fire and start looking through. It probably does take them a while, but knowing that everybody else is probably going to be nosy, he'll like set each page down on a log next to them after they finish.
So, like I said, it's a small packet. There are maybe 6 pages or so in it, and the first is a letter. Kian, I found this. I don't know if it means much. Anyone can make connections if they want to see connections. And Lachlan's paperwork is a mess. I was never permitted to touch, seeing as I was forbidden from entering his room. However, he's not here anymore, so I decided to take the risk, and I did find some oddities. Under the window seat, there's a cabinet where he keeps his papers, and this was in the corner behind the box, and I haven't seen it before. I don't know if it's familiar to you. It's entirely unfamiliar to me. And the next page is like a charcoal rubbing. It looks like the familiar Lachlan symbol of the moon with the jackalope jumping over it. That's simply etched, drawing that he will sometimes leave as his special signature, aside from the wind's compass rose. But this one is a little bit different. Beneath the moon, chasing the jackalope, is another rabbit. I also found the paperwork for the carriage commission. You may recall the family we visited in Lethos, to whom we owed exorbitant amounts of gold. They're humans, so they had been waiting generations. It turns out they actually tracked Lachlan down years later. That's when we picked up Isaac. Based on the date of the letters, Lachlan had been traveling with someone else while this commission was taking place in year 655, and that is 72 years ago. Then there's nothing in the way of paperwork from Lachlan until year 666, which is 11 years after, and 61 years ago. His Lethos friend is never mentioned again, as far as I can tell. Looking into Nevane, not surprisingly, they are practically impossible to track. Before they appeared in Dawning, they joined the Harsh Shields around 60 years ago. Just kidding, Lizzie wrote 60 and then crossed it out and wrote 75. The date is imperfect because they began as a lowly soldier and people not keeping track of things with quite as much strictness as they are now. There is some alignment with the timing, but I can find no specific connection between the two. So do with this what you will. You also find in the packet the paperwork for the carriage commission. It looks pretty informal. The handwriting that has written out the commission is unfamiliar to you, describing what they're hoping for, and it looks like it has been written by someone who knows what they're doing. Like perhaps they have either had experience building this kind of thing, or they're at least studied in like arcane construction. It's not signed. There's just a few back and forth questions about the commission. The price, which is indeed exorbitant amount of gold. That's pretty much the entirety of the contents.
They also hold this etching for a bit as they look at it and kind of tuck that into their pocket. I don't know if it's something. It could be.
To be honest, I don't remember why we were looking for a connection in the first place.
Well, Keen kind of turns towards Ophelia at this point. That was the weird thing. I couldn't really explain over a message, but Nevane knew the phrase that, "Where are you headed? Where the wind takes me?"
Ophelia pales visibly. Okay. And did anything... How is it that you know that, and what came of it?
Well,
Did you tell them about us?
no, of course not. It was weird. They only said it to me, and it was like they were trying to get me to trust them.
Yes, of course.
But they couldn't explain any more.
So you think that Commander-in-Chief of Dawning, Nevane, was a part of the Winds?
I mean, it's not like it's impossible, right? And Jock said he maybe could imagine recognizing them.
That's not the most confidence-inspiring wording that I've ever heard. This stuff that Lizzie found, it was before my time at the Winds, just barely before my time. So I don't know, I can't be much help with this.
And
As long as you didn't tell them anything about us or who we are or where we are.
no,
No.
I didn't.
Ophelia looks to everyone else.
No, we would not have risked you.
So I do think I just asked how they knew that saying. I must have only said that, right?
For the time being, we'll have to think of a new phrase. Just in case. I don't know what to do with this information.
I think Nevane is hiding things from the Phoenix. And perhaps the Phoenix is making them do things they don't want to do.
It's wishful thinking. It's better than the alternative.
They're very difficult to read, but I agree. It seems like they're trying to subvert or work against the Phoenix in some way.
And I think that was their way of saying it.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Anyways, you're quite far away from Donning. Typically, in this sort of situation, we would send someone to go help the person who has spoken the code, but I'm not sure what we can do for the voice of the Phoenix, even if we wanted to do something. I'll see if there's someone who can look into this.
That phrase, you use it to ask for help?
Yes, or to communicate that we know of each other. Is that our symbol? Well, that's fun news. Noted.
I think they also know the code. Thieves can't.
Okay.
So sorry.
No, I
Just feel like every time I come into your life lately, I stress you out.
You are not a cause of stress in my life right now. You're only the messenger.
God, I'd love to not be the messenger next time. Can we try that? Can we rewind?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll make one of your friends do it next time. All right. I guess I'll see if there's someone who can communicate with them in some way safely, but if not, then I'm afraid we're just going to have to leave them be. If they are or were a member of the Winds, there's nothing we can do for them now.
Please be careful with this.
That is the plan. I don't necessarily trust this. We're going to come up with a new phrase and we will report it to you, of course, Kian, as soon as we can. I'll need to talk to Lizzie about it. I should probably make sure Lizzie did not... He's very careful. I should make sure he didn't dig a little too deep in whatever research he was doing and make us known. It's good to know. So don't feel bad about it, really. Okay. I'm going to put that aside for now. I also wanted to warn you all. I don't know if you're planning on traveling down the ley lines much longer. I know that we finally arrived at whatever sort of mission you were going on. Have you come across any of the new ley seekers on your way here?
New ley seekers?
Yes.
No, we haven't seen any.
That's good. You'll want to keep that going. They're mostly being sent out from somewhere. It's a new program. They're not really seeking ley lines any longer. They're seeking people, travelers. It's become significantly more dangerous to travel along ley lines, not that it was safe before.
Wait, so they're trying to prevent people from not taking the train then, I presume?
Essentially, yes. It hasn't made our job particularly easy. Oh, I shouldn't say our, because I haven't really been working, but the other Winds. Most of the people who are remaining from Enosh are working for Little Paradise, if you've heard of it.
There's a little paradise now?
Oh yes, it's a corner of Little Somewhere. Apparently the pay is decent, and it was close by, and, well, there wasn't much appeal traveling ley lines before, and now it certainly is worse. So, I was worried for all of you, but I know that you have a bit more expertise in this matter than most people do.
It's been surprisingly quiet.
Perhaps that's why. Perhaps people are hearing about these ley seekers and avoiding the ley lines more.
That's usually not what is dangerous about traveling.
Well, it's not what's dangerous.
people, right?
People attract things out there, so yes and no. You'd be surprised the amount of magic people cast when they're afraid.
It seems a waste of resources to try and keep people off the ley lines.
Definitely cheaper to hire a few bounty hunters than lose, just a couple of thousand gold on people who aren't taking the trains but traveling the ley lines. Do you know if the good loves finished relocating to somewhere, or little somewhere, wherever the hell they were going?
Right. I was curious if you knew about that. The business has fully transitioned over to somewhere. I'm not sure if they are moving into somewhere proper or little somewhere. You're not associated with them any longer, isn't that correct?
Yes. I suppose the term is disowned? I haven't decided if I want to drop my last name yet. I like the way that it sounds, but probably better to not be associated. I should have got my safety deposit box. The post. Well, that's unfortunate. I think I'm a bit better about that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
She does laugh a little bit when you make the comment about your safety deposit box, but returns to seriousness fairly quickly. I am sorry to hear that. I've always thought you were better than them anyway, but I know that's not much comfort.
He actually does seem comforted by Ophelia thinking that he's better than them. No. I don't know. I guess I hoped it wouldn't turn out that way, but I ultimately, looking back, can't say I'm terribly surprised. They also gave me an ultimatum. Either I forget everyone that I've been friends with, because Ox, I guess, is a criminal, and Virgil is a criminal.
I don't know if you should put quotation marks around that. I think they just are criminals.
Well, listen, you have to understand that there's a difference between criminal in the ways of the law
Yeah, I know.
and being a bad person. They're conflating the two.
Ophelia is a criminal too.
I know, and it's very upsetting that they don't even think I'm a criminal because they just think I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's very literally you killed yourself.
You have such a charming demeanor. Also, people have a hard time believing that you would ever do something against the law. Do you remember the time that you crossed the street before you were supposed to, and you looked as if you had just kicked a kitten? I think it was quite believable.
I can't believe you're a jaywalker.
And I'm just saying, if anyone is to judge, it's definitely not my parents.
I think in time you'll find that you made the right decision, and that you'll be able to say good riddance to them.
And I think street safety is really important.
You're right. I don't know. I'm over it. Mostly. But
It's okay not to be.
what I mean is that I definitely do think that I made the right decision. It can be frustrating seeing what feels like it didn't affect them at all. I guess I'm not that surprised.
You don't know that.
I still wouldn't be that surprised.
They didn't like having to do what they did.
What bothers me is it feels, at least from my perspective, like it hasn't changed their behavior at all. Like they were just upset that they were able to get rid of, or that they had to get rid of someone, myself, who could have been the child that they really wanted me to be. But, beyond that, they weren't actually interested in looking at what I had to say of who I am as a person. So, in some respects, I don't care that much whether or not they're all that torn up about it, because it's a little hollow, at least from where I stand, if they aren't willing to take me seriously.
I think you're better off without them. And they're worse off without you, but they haven't quite figured that out yet, and I think they might lose their chance to do so.
Kind of like to be a little spiteful and bite them in the ass. Not literally, but
Well, you could probably get Delilah to do that, right?
I also think if everything we want to do goes well and correctly, hopefully we can fuck their shit up.
I'm definitely interested in that.
I love it so much when you swear. It sounds like your first time every time. You swear fairly often, but... Anyway. Again, I apologize. I don't have much to report as far as good news, but it is good to see you all, and it was good to take a bit of a break during all of this from Wynn's business. Besides communications. She gestures to the letter packet. She gives a side glance to Errol, side glance to Virgil. I'm not sure what else it is that you need from me, but I'm happy to help provide whatever guidance you might need. For now, just relax, enjoy your tea. And she looks again at Errol and again at Virgil, going to go for, and she stands up, a walk. If anyone wants to
Oh yeah, I'll join you.
join, yes.
I need to get a lay of the surrounding area for, when we go and have to hunt for dinner, so.
Sure, I'd love a walk. Ox?
Yeah. A walk sounds nice right now.
None of yours, Sato. Go
You
for a
know,
walk.
if there's a bat,
Yeah, if you head in
Yeah.
a sort of that way direction, you might find someone.
if you want to go for a fly about...
I have a feeling you're not talking about me.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There's like natural... Well, I think he's fat right now.
Errol just gets up too.
You don't have to be coy about it. Go on your walk. Go.
Okay. I'm going.
Kicking snow.
Good luck.
Philia gives Errol a pat on the shoulder before heading off into the woods with the rest of you in tow.
Kian will leave Marigold, but they aren't trying to spy. It's more of a...
Safety.
Yeah, like...
And Virgil, you are left alone with the sullen form of Errol.
He puts his teacup down. I am sorry about before with my cloak. I didn't mean to imply that you had to cover up or anything. You look beautiful. It's good to see you again.
She's staring down at her cup. She hasn't taken a drink from it, but she's just been holding it.
If you don't want to talk to me, that's okay. You don't have to.
No, they did such a good job, so subtly deciding that they needed to leave us alone to talk. I should reward that.
I'm not going to force you to talk to me if you're angry. Are you?
I don't know, I just would have been nice to, well, you've apologized and cannot take back what you said, so. And it's been a while since we've seen each other, and, did you, and she looks up, and she has this formulated neutrality to her expression. And did you kill Cole?
No, the Phoenix did. As a result of him giving this back. And he pulls out a very fine handkerchief. And he holds it out to her and very carefully will peel the top layer back, and inside is her gem.
She sets her teacup down. Just stares at it for a moment. Reaches out to take it. And she touches it almost like it's hot. Her hand retreats for a moment, then picks it up. She just holds it tightly. You haven't really seen Errol cry very much, because she always says she's an ugly crier and so she won't do it. See her face crumple now as she clutches it.
He gets up and he moves over to sit beside her. I'm not sorry I got it back, but I wish it was different. Sorry it took so long.
I don't care how long it took. I don't know if it's mine anymore.
Of course it is.
I don't know.
He was remembering you. Because he was wearing it. Of course it is yours.
She just shakes her head and leans against you.
He wraps an arm around her. All too close. I'm sorry I've been a shit friend.
You haven't been a shit friend.
No, I have.
Well, it would have been nice if you had said something different about the dress.
It's lovely. You're lovely. And you look more yourself than I've seen in a long time.
I don't know what to do with this. She looks at the gem in her hand.
If you want, I think there is a curse on it. That is what is keeping people from remembering you.
What do you mean?
Vane said something about a memory spell. That is how they are keeping the world blind. I think if you want, I could try and break it.
I spellbind in the vein. It's probably... I don't mean to insult your skill. I'm sure you are quite accomplished, your Virgil Flores, but
It doesn't mean much these days. But I will try if you want me to.
she's quiet. Just staring down at it, her hands again. What is the point?
What do you mean?
What is the point? People would remember if it works. It's not as if I can go back. I am a monster now.
I have met many monsters. You are nothing like them.
Your view on what is or is not a monster is different, I think, from most.
Honestly, I think most would consider it better informed.
If I went back home, the best I could expect would be to be killed quickly. And if...
It's okay.
Do you have a handkerchief?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he'll pull out a... I imagine Ophelia maybe would have given him, like, an embroidered handkerchief once upon a time.
She takes it and dabs with her eyes. I think it would do more harm than good at this point. I was hoping maybe when I had the gem back, something would change and maybe I would be what I was again, but it doesn't seem. I don't feel any different.
I'm sorry. If I could help, I would. And maybe we can. It might take some more time.
What is it that you plan to do this time?
Try.
Try what?
The devil is expanding their reach across the world without any care for what harm it causes. We're doing our best to stop that. It all feels like too much, doesn't it?
I think you have always been more capable than you believe.
But I'm sick of it. You know that. I wanted to stop years ago. And I want to stop now. Every day I want to stop.
You could.
But what if I can do some good? Don't I have to try?
You don't have to. But you have always been the kind of person who pushes yourself a bit too far. So something tells me if you stopped now, you would be dissatisfied and you would complain about that. Become completely insufferable to be around.
I'm a hypocrite, aren't I?
What do you mean?
You would tell me if I was being too much like Rowan, wouldn't you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
If anybody's gonna tell you it's Errol, right?
With the -1, it's a 13.
She folds the handkerchief in her lap and gives this half-hearted shrug. You are not being like Rowan. Did they tell you? Your friends, did they tell you?
Tell me what?
Rowan was set to quit.
What do you mean?
After the mission in Enian, Rowan was going to quit.
The last one, the one... How do you know?
He told me.
Why the fuck wouldn't he tell me?
I think this, of all the things to get angry at Rowan about, this is not the one. I think he was nervous, and I think he wanted to make it something of a special announcement to you, and he needed some time to sit in the idea before he said it to you because it is so important. I think he wanted it to be official with Nico. I don't know. It wasn't a secret from you, it was just...
But if that was his intention, we fought the night before about it, why? How long has everyone else known?
Errol's eyes. I told them not to tell you.
Why?
Because I was afraid that you would believe too much in Rowan and do something stupid.
Don't you know I'm capable of that by myself?
I didn't want to make it worse.
I guess it doesn't matter now, really. He's not in Donning anymore, by the way.
I know.
Sorry, we can stop talking about him.
It's fine. I brought it up.
I brought you something else. I know it's not really a solution
Virgil.
to... Yeah,
Are you not angry with me?
why would I be... I thought you were angry at me.
Because of what I just said?
What difference would it have made? I'm not angry with you.
Do you promise?
Yes, of course. And it's okay if you are upset with me. Really, it's fine. But I'm not angry with you. I know I've been shit at communicating, and maybe I haven't... I certainly have not been here for you when I could have been. I just don't want to lose you again.
I think we're both being stupid about this.
Yeah, maybe a little.
You really think it suits me?
Yes. Certainly better than whatever clothes we had found for you the last few months. This you chose yourself.
Those were terrible.
No, I'm sorry. We don't have very much gold, you see.
I know.
You've always looked good in red.
I like to think so.
Do you want your other present? He just opens his bag, and there is a little black cat in there.
Errol peeks in and then does a double take to you, back to the cat, back to you.
I just thought, Orna was so helpful for me when I had nothing, and when I needed to feel like myself again, I thought maybe she could do the same. And he, very carefully will offer the bag, the entire bag, to Errol. Just set it in her lap.
She takes it more out of instinct than through her own free will, and the cat, probably at this point, would try to make its way out of the bag. She kind of looks like when you hand someone a baby and they've never held a baby before, as she tries to help it out of the bag. What kind of bag is this? When you say there's a cat in the bag, what do you mean?
I imagine it as like a crossbody, like shoulder bag
Nice.
situation. He probably picked it up for the cat.
Yeah. And she's like a little kitten, right?
Like, probably a catten. Like, I would say, like, long-legged, probably around the size that she will be, like, as a full adult, but has yet to kind of fill out.
She clambers out of the bag and hops into Errol's lap, looks around for a moment before hopping off of Errol's lap and sniffing around the fire. You got any cats?
Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
You. Ooh, 19.
She seems a little nervous
Mhm.
and confused.
But not like, ugh, I never wanted a cat.
No, not
Okay.
disgust.
I mean, yeah, it was sort of impulsive, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought it made sense.
She's very cute, but I'm traveling in a baby carriage. I don't know if you've heard. Did you ask Ophelia?
She's very small.
She's very small.
I'm sure Ophelia will be fine with it, but
Are you sure? Because Ophelia has very strong feelings about the baby carriage.
it's coming from me. I think I can get away with it.
That is true.
Just this once.
What do I do with it? I mean, does it need to go on walks or what? How do I feed it?
I have some food that you can take with you. That is the thing about cats, Errol. They are fairly good at taking care of themselves, but I think they appreciate some company and some care. And if I may say, I think the two of you are a bit alike.
She's much cuter than me. Look at her.
I don't know. I mean, with that dress, I would say you are rather fetching.
Thank you. You don't have to keep talking about the dress. I wasn't really talking about the dress. All of this time. A cat.
If you don't want her...
No, don't you dare.
My apologies.
I'm not going to return a gift. You came a very far way to give it. And, you know, the piece of my soul bit was a bit anticlimactic, so there needs to be something else.
Sorry about that. Does the cat make up for it?
I would say they are maybe separate occasions. I think you should be the one who tells Ophelia.
Yeah, I can do that.
Does she have a name?
Thought I would leave that to you.
I'm going to have to think about it.
That seems wise.
Thank you. This is a ridiculous gift.
You're welcome. Are we okay?
I think so.
Okay.
I missed you.
I missed you.
I'm sorry that this was so, you know. Do you want to keep this?
Your soul. You know that is no small thing. And even though you have not felt, any sort of positive effect, it is probably better with you. Wouldn't you say? I can speak from experience. It is not a pleasant thing to be parted from it. But it is yours, so it is your decision. Maybe you should think about that one too.
She holds it close again.
I mean, it's not as if I'm running off again quite so soon, so we have time.
Should we be worried about your friends?
Oh, they are only 20 yards away.
And I think we should bring back so much firewood.
And Kian is carrying one stick, and Kiret is carrying a whole tree.
We're such a good team.
Such a good team.
You are such a good team. You and Errol look off into the woods in the vague direction of your friends, who have not gone too far, I should hope. You feel Errol's hand on yours.
He squeezes it.
And she pulls you into a hug. And she kind of burrows into the cloak a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of wraps her up in it. It's big enough to do that.
As she hugs you, you can feel her gem, or someone's gem, if not hers anymore, pressing into your arm. But she still holds it tightly.
He holds her until she is the one to pull away.
You can all regather at the campfire, but Key and you hang back a bit.
I think Keen will pat Ophelia on the shoulder. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him real quick.
All right.
Hopefully, if you want to stay close, maybe one-on-one would be better.
Yes, whatever he wants. We've done this before, so whatever he wants.
Keen just gives her a big smile, and I think we'll start looking up into the trees.
In the background, Virgil approaches Ophelia, looking kind of sheepishly, and is like, I have something to sort of ask you.
And Errol is standing there, gives her a little wave, and points at the cat that is curled up next to the fire. And with that, we cut back to Kian.
Jacques? I know you're out there somewhere. I don't know if this is the right tree, but I will keep talking to every tree.
You are only a little bit off. It's 3 to the left.
Is he a person now?
You look over to the tree.
He's just clinging.
He's not clinging. Jacques is sitting in the tree, fairly high up, but looks comfortable. Jacques' not a very big person, and the tree is a very large tree. I just thought maybe it was a good idea to have someone on lookout, so here I am.
It is nice to have someone watching out for us.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, it's okay if you're nervous. But I think... Okay, do I need to come up there, or...
No, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Just wait. And Jacques begins to climb his way down the tree, and you hear a loud crack as he falls a few feet and grabs onto another branch and hangs there for a bit. It is fine.
I think Kian is going to fly.
Oh. Help me.
Shit, fuck, are you okay? And
I'm fine.
Kian is going to... I think their wings just kind of sprout, as if they don't even think about it, and she'll go up, and she's probably not that much help in the strength department, but she'll kind of help steady Jacques as they climb the way back, the last few feet down.
Thank you. See, this is why I am a bit nervous.
I'm sorry, you're a bit nervous because...
I just, when you talk about this locked-in person, he sounds very smart and interesting and not very nervous. And I'm just some idiot you picked up on the side of the road. So...
You're not...
And it works with us. But it might not work for
Wait.
this person.
Okay, a couple of things. One, you're not some idiot we found on the side of the road. What do you mean?
I mean, I am pretty idiotic, and you found me just,
Don't think you're idiotic.
Thank you, that is very kind. I think she's going to be disappointed. I do want her to like me, and so I flew in a tree.
I'm sorry for making it such a big deal to meet her. She won't care. She's very excited to see you.
Okay.
And I think she might be a bit nervous, too. But that's okay, right? Oh god, did I say the wrong thing? Do
No, you're fine.
you want me to grab her? So you don't have to...
That does not seem terribly polite, but you could politely ask her to come out here.
Well, that's what I mean.
I
I'm
know.
not going to just...
He nods.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I won't be about when you return.
And then maybe don't try to go back in the tree.
I won't. That was humiliating.
Kane just, brushes off a little dust on Jacques' shoulder and kind of straightens the collar of Jacques' shirt. Alright, I'll be right back.
Ophelia is holding a cat when you return. That seems to have settled in her arms easily. It's kneading at her shoulder.
Oh,
Did you know about this?
so did everything go well with... I think Kane kind of looks over to see if they can spot Errol and Virgil.
Yeah, they're probably sitting next to the fire.
Yeah.
Errol looks a little puffy-eyed.
Virgil is introducing her to the beans.
Things seem okay.
Well, it looks like... That looks like a good sign.
I think so.
Phew, it's been... I feel like there's been a lot of anxiety about this.
Errol has been missing Virgil terribly, so I'm not surprised. I think she was mostly just... I don't know, worried how the reaction would go, or what. Anyway, I think Virgil is Virgil, so it went fine. How about our bat friend in there?
Well, speaking of anxiety,
Yes.
might be best to just do a little one-on-one meeting first, but...
Alright, let me deposit this cat back where she belongs. And Ophelia walks over to the two of you with your beans and leaves the cat there and then follows Kian into the woods.
Kian leads Ophelia back to the spot. Well, I feel like I should properly introduce the two of you. Jacques, this is Ophelia, one of my dearest friends. Ophelia, this is Jacques. Well,
They both look at you with intense curiosity.
I really led myself into this one. We haven't quite talked about...
So I do don't have to. You can. We can't all be nervous, so you can stop and then we will forgive you. Ophelia gives a little curtsy. It is a pleasure to see you again. He had mentioned that you might feel a bit strange with this meeting, and it is a bit strange. And I know that, and you know that. That's all right. I would love to talk with you for a bit, if you don't mind. Jacques gives this sheepish nod. You can't really tell if he's sizing her up or if he's searching for familiarity somewhere, but he's not looking away. Still a bit embarrassed, perhaps. Maybe there's a twig still in his hair, but he nods. Kian, do you mind, actually, if you give us a moment?
I need to go check in on how everybody else is doing anyway, so I'll see you soon. He just kind of smiles brightly at them and lingers for half a second before turning back.
Is there anything that Kirit goes up to?
Kirit will go over to Errol and Virgil and the kitten and squat next to them. So does it have a name yet?
I don't know. I mean, no, it does not have a name. I have no idea what to name it. Shadow. I don't know.
I know.
Everything is so cliche.
Perhaps she'll tell you in time.
Do you have a suggestion?
Oh, I don't know that I'm good with that kind of thing.
I'm intensely curious.
How did you decide Codex's name?
Well, he sort of, he helps me understand other people, so I wanted him to have a name that sort of, sounded like he was a repository of understanding.
It's very wizardly of you.
I don't know. It's perhaps an odd name.
Oh, I
for a
think it
dog.
is good.
So maybe you could think about what this little one will be to you. Could be a companion or a confidant, or I don't know, her own little personality certainly is apparent. Perhaps something a little less dependent on you, I don't know.
Is Whisper a stupid name?
No.
I'll think about it.
Someone to talk to.
How is it that your dog helps you understand people?
Well, people interact with him in a very different way than they interact with me. And sometimes they'll be more open with the dog, or I can be more open because I can tell him to go sit on their lap or try and cheer them up, or I don't know.
You are... Errol points to Kira, looks to you, Virgil. You have picked up a very charming companion.
Yeah, I know.
You have a way of doing that. And Kira will point to Errol.
Should I leave you alone?
I mean, we have had one good night together. I don't see why we don't have another.
I'll be over here. And he just goes and hides behind Orna. Carry on. Did I tell you Henry propositions me?
So, what am I
you say
joining?
that?
What?
Yeah, he does. Spilling the tea all over everywhere.
Roll an insight check.
16.
There is a moment when you say that where the humor in Errol's face just vanishes. Just for like a second before it returns.
What the fuck does that mean?
Kian walks in and says, so what am I what? And then
Everyone's here now. I
Kian
guess.
looks directly to Henry and telepathically,
You're DMing him?
I thought you had a crush on Ox.
God forbid. God forbid. Amanda
God.
Facet.
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying things right now. I'm confused.
Henry, his head goes into his hands a little bit. I can respond telepathically? Do I have to
Yes.
say stuff?
Yeah, you can.
And that negates it. Huh?
Oh, okay. I'm catching up. I just really sits next to Virgil.
Hi.
When did this happen? Exactly.
Actually, it didn't. Nothing did.
No, but what? Was there or was there not a propositioning happening?
He just brushes through Orna's fur.
Sounds like there was a proposition.
Yes. It's not that exciting. I don't know.
I feel like it's very exciting. I missed out on a lot.
Am I the only one whose sexual attempts get wrung out like laundry on the line?
Really
No, don't worry.
Well, as long as it's not an exclusive event, I suppose.
I shouldn't have said anything. Sorry.
Sometimes it's more fun if people know.
I would love to think that people would want to talk to me about these kind of things.
You just like to gossip.
Nothing really came of it. It's pretty. So, I mean, it's not like there's really much to tell.
Okay.
What if you turned me into a cat right now so I didn't have to use my human brain?
Do you want me to? I can.
Yeah, would you?
Sure. And Kid just snaps and Virgil's a cat.
What kind of cat do you make me?
So small.
Yeah, I think like a house cat. Like a dark grey house cat.
I don't know if you've caught on, but Virgil can be kind of a prude.
But he
In certain contexts.
has every right to reject that sort of thing.
No, I just mean the topic of competition. Now he is a cat.
Oh,
He
in this
did-
context, yes.
He did bring it up.
That is true.
He is cat-brained, staring into the fire.
He certainly did.
I'm just saying I haven't been propositioned myself yet, so if anyone ever
I'm going to go over there, and you can figure out your situation without me. I'm going into the baby carriage, and Errol scoops up the black cat, and then kind of looks questioningly at Virgil. The cat, before scooping Virgil.
Yeah.
Scoops.
Yeah, he's scoopable.
Oh.
He just starts biscuiting her arm.
And she walks over to the baby carriage. Have fun with whatever it is you do. And she goes inside.
Ox will clear his throat. Henry, when did you proposition Virgil?
Do you remember when you and Kian went to David and Dimitri's? You know, when we were on the Phoenix grounds still.
Yeah.
Cured, I was mostly meditating. I didn't know if you were privy to any of it.
Wait, you propositioned Virgil here? It was just meditating in the same room.
No,
No,
not
I
the
wa-
same.
I was unaware of this.
Exactly, see?
Okay.
It's hard to get just one moment alone.
No,
We can't
no, no.
all walk off into
I'm
with
just-
our bats and the
I'm
rooftops or
putting
whatever.
together a picture. You know, it was unexpected.
Sometimes they're like, oh, this is making it sound a lot weirder than it actually was. Very normal, I think.
I mean, I don't think it's really weird to fancy a friend.
Everyone kisses the homies goodnight. Barely got through that.
Can Alden have inspiration?
It's in this moment, Kian, you hear Ophelia's voice in your head. Would you mind joining us here for a moment? Nothing frightening, don't worry.
Oh, sure, I can be there in a second. Delightful conversation. I'm gonna go check in with Ophelia real quick. She'll be right back.
Okay.
Shout if there's trouble.
Oh, okay. Kane gives Henry a little thumbs up. It's completely normal to proposition your friends. Don't worry about it. I've also propositioned Virgil. Don't worry about it.
Wait, what?
How'd it go there?
He kissed, and then he immediately ran away. And he was kind of drunk when we kissed, and then he immediately ran away. It wasn't good.
Yeah, Virgil strikes me as emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, I think I caught him at a time. I do need to I told Ophelia I'd be back, but truly, I don't think he would have kissed me if he was thinking about it clearly, and it happened.
You're going to make
Sorry.
Ophelia worry. Go.
Yep, goodbye.
Ophelia is waiting in the same place you left her, unaware of the strangeness that just occurred back at camp. Jacques is there as well, in person form, and he smiles when you approach and does seem a little more at ease. Ophelia motions for you to come over. This is actually unrelated to our meeting. Of course, again, thank you for helping us find each other again. I just actually needed a moment to speak to you alone, which seems to be what this afternoon is all about. I think I should ask you first before presenting it to the group. And it may be that nothing comes of it. And so I was wondering if I could ask Ox if I could... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, go on, roleplay your way out of this.
Sorry, we were just having a very different conversation at the camp, and I don't think you're going to say what my mind just went to, but
Okay.
please continue.
I was wondering if we could steal him away for a while. Or ask him if we
Oh.
could. And join the winds. It's just, we are in over our heads right now. Everyone is trying to escape by train. It has put countless people in dangerous positions, and we are ill-equipped to help them. We snuck on trains once in a while, just us, but it is quite different to smuggle a family out of an island. And he knows the sort of thing, and I trust him entirely. And he might say no, but we really need help.
That's a much more serious proposition than I was thinking you were going to say.
What sort of proposition did you expect?
King sort of half smiles for a second.
Oh, me and Ox. No,
No. I didn't actually. Sorry, the vibe got very weird back at the campfire.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that.
You brought
I
it with
mean,
you.
it was weird.
I'm going to let that go right now. We don't invite people into the winds lightly, and I wanted to ask another wind if they thought it was a good idea, and you know Ox better than anyone else I know, so what do you think? If he says yes at all.
I mean, I think he'd be amazing at it.
I do too.
Sorry, I wasn't really thinking about that being a possibility, though.
Thought of it a while ago. I considered asking you over sending, but it doesn't seem appropriate.
No, I don't think it would have been. I think you should ask him. I mean, at least he'll have good advice.
And if he joins us, we'll take very good care of him.
I expect that.
I would really like to have him around. It's been a very frightening few months. I'm sure you can't tell by the way I've been perfectly holding myself together, but I don't think I can do this anymore. Not like we used to.
Keen immediately goes to just embrace Ophelia in a hug. I know the feeling. And listen, Ox is very, very good at just being a comforting shoulder to cry on.
I know. Alright, well, with your approval, I think I'll ask him. And we can talk about it. Is it safe to go back to camp, or is something happening there that we shouldn't
No,
see?
it's complete. Don't. No, not at all.
Let's go back then.
Yeah, I can't unweird this conversation. Nothing's.
The more you say it, the less believable it is.
No,
Let's
I
go.
know.
And she looks back to Jacques and gestures for him to step forward, and he does, and looks to you and gives you this small smile and a little nod, squares his shoulders and follows behind. Ophelia, filled with trepidation, walks into the campsite. Nothing is amiss.
There is no orgy.
We're all trying really hard to be normal.
Yeah. Kira's holding a book upside down.
Yeah.
You have some time to just relax, for this weird tension to go away and to actually feel normal, and to actually turn your book over and read it and invert it at a normal pace, etc. That evening, though, around dinner time, the fire has been revived into more of a bonfire at this point. It casts a bright orange glow on the snow on you all around it. Ophelia has fully set up camp now. She has put together the cushions and blankets in a rather impressive, cozy sort of pile in a circle around it. And of course, you all have tea again in your hands in the evening, and you've eaten your fill. And it's been quiet for a moment or two while y'all just settle in that, before she breaks it with a sigh and sits up a little straighter. I have a question for you, Ox, and it is asking quite a lot from you. But the winds have been struggling rather terribly the past few months, and the speed with which travel by train has taken over the islands has increased at an alarming rate, and we find ourselves unable to help people as we once did. I suppose you could say we are behind on the times. Our carriage is old-fashioned, and we are very much in need of someone who knows what they're doing. And I was wondering, Ox, if you would like to join the winds and help me. I know it's not quite the same as your Clipboard Crew days. It will probably be less exciting, but we do sometimes, nab something here or there. We could find you a fine pair of boots, I'm sure. And again, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need help. And there are people out there who need help, and I think that you could give it. But I know that you're all on some sort of mission to, I think you put it as save the world. Something very big. And I know that perhaps the life of a person here or there may seem insignificant in comparison, but I just don't think it is. I didn't mean to make this a speech. That's all.
Ox will glance up at the group before looking back at Ophelia. I would like to help more people. And looking back at the group, truth be told, I'm terrified of Vivian. Everything I've heard is just awful. In somewhere, she certainly has a reputation that you don't want to mess with her. It feels cowardly, but
It's not.
I would like to help people.
There's nothing cowardly about that.
What's the point in saving the world if you're not saving people?
Yeah, and none of this little somewhere sits right by me. Ophelia, I think I would like to join you.
She smiles. Thought you might. I would teach you the phrase to sort of welcome you in, but it sounds like we might need to change it, and we haven't thought of a new one yet. But you could maybe help with that if you want. You don't mind getting a new tattoo, do you?
Ox grins. No, I don't mind.
Well, I think it's a rather nice design, and shows you her inner arm, her left side, where you see the symbol of the winds. And I think it will suit you. Thank you.
Of course, I mean, I'm flattered to be chosen.
You're, I think, the best person we know for it. Truly, I'm not just saying it. I'll leave you all be for a moment. And if you have any questions, she says as she stands up, Kian knows how the winds work.
Yeah. Ox nods.
She gives you all this small bow, and she walks away into the carriage. Sorry, the baby carriage.
Don't get me wrong. I've really enjoyed traveling with everyone. But the closer we've gotten to Vivian, the more reservation I've had.
That's understandable. And besides, this endeavor, it sounds like a good opportunity to do something tangible.
Yeah, maybe it will be good for you. After Scar and everything, sort of finding yourself.
Yeah, it sounds nice to think about something else for a change.
It is always good to have a purpose. And you have a good one here, with Ophelia and the winds.
If you see Lo out there, make sure to say hi from us. And I'm sure we'll be in touch. I mean,
Of course we're gonna be in touch. Keen kind of wipes the beginning of a tear. And maybe we'll be in touch a little bit too much, so if you need us to shut up, just tell us, okay? Keen's just gonna wrap Ox in a huge hug. You're gonna do great up there. And we're going to all come back and see you soon. Ish.
Ox will hug her back.
There won't even be a Vivian to worry about when we get back.
Exactly.
yeah, we're going to totally obliterate her.
Let's,
No problem.
Inspire a bit more confidence.
How should I say it?
We're going to kick her ass.
Thank you.
Yeah, that part. I know you will.
And you're going to kick ass in a different way.
Yeah, see if I can make a difference.
I think you can.
You already have.
And you will.
None of us would be here if you hadn't come looking for us. For me. You take care of yourself.
That's my line.
We'll do our best.
I'll write letters and send messages. I'm definitely gonna miss everyone. He'll dig through his bag and dig out what looks to be 2 plain stones. I did borrow Henry's a while ago to see if I could try replicating it. In theory, they should work. And he'll hand one to Henry.
Henry will take a sending stone, of course, the other half of the cell phone. I'll make sure contact you too often, but it is a once a day sort of use case scenario, so I'd be limited to that anyways. But we'll stay very in touch, or as much in touch as would work well. If you steal anything from my parents, please let me know. I hope you do. Or break their shit.
Well, I can see what I can accomplish. If I didn't hear from you at least once a day, Henry, I might be kind of worried.
I do like the sound of my own voice.
Well, it's a good thing that I do too. For your voice, that is.
That was pretty good.
Henry's a little stun-locked in the moment, has a gay little blush. Thank you. So, is there anything you need before you head off?
No. Ox kind of blushes and will clear his throat. Just don't worry about me too much. Promise?
I'm very confident you can take care of yourself. I'd be more worried for anyone you encounter.
Well, let's hope I encounter your parents then.
That does get a good chuckle out of Henry. You'll be, completely repairing our relationship with Enosh, I hope. As well. You really are benefiting the entire group. If you think about it.
Hopefully make some amends for at least some of the damage we caused.
It's not like it's the last we'll see you.
No, but not by any means.
It's a promise, right? We're gonna get all of our shit done. We're going to, I think we phrased it, obliterate Vivian's ass. What did we say? No.
Well, no, I don't think we should phrase it as obliterating her ass.
Yeah, maybe a poor choice of phrasing on
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
probably not the right. What did we say?
Not that.
We're really on it tonight. We're gonna fuck her shit up and stop it.
Just that thing that Ophelia
He's
said.
right, it is like the first time every time.
I feel like we should maybe... You know what they say about sailors? Maybe we should take a sea voyage at some point. And maybe that will change Kian's.
To get her practice? Or...
Exactly.
I feel like I have plenty of practice. I don't know what's going on.
You can pretend that we're sailing
Anyway.
the seas and the oceans.
I was gonna say something really meaningful about fucking shit up and seeing each other again soon. And that's how it's gonna happen, right? She just starts crying.
Oh, Ox will pull her into a big hug.
Come on, everybody in here.
Kira joins
Yeah.
the group hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, does Ophelia open the door to be like, is it safe to come out yet?
Oh, as soon as you say everybody come here, you see Ophelia's face peering out from the carriage. But you can see her, Ox, over maybe like Kirit's shoulder, if you kind of crane your neck a bit. And she doesn't approach. You just see her smile and give you a little thumbs up before she hides back in the carriage again. And I think that's a good place for us to end our session for tonight.
Yeah.
Her superpower is sensing hugs.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got hug-related powers.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet Ophelia gives the best hugs.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ophelia will hug Ox, but she wanted this to be a fool's hug.
Yeah.
And she ain't no fool.
She wanted to let the fools have their fool's hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed it.
Write down that sending sign.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for playing with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining the biz.
Funky little cowboy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get forced to record so many
So many little
Yeah.
So you did
I can't believe that Henry and Ox send a sending to each other every night before bed because they're gay.
Yeah, you're actually gonna have to do more work
Yeah.
than you have been doing because
Because
we're
of
going
all
to
the
be
secrets.
secret.
Yeah.
You up?
That's all you say. Yeah.
25 words and all you say is, you up?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You have an unlimited text plan.
They don't.
No, it's literally 25 words a day.
Yeah, you up.
Worst text.
Next day. Yeah, you up.
That's it.
Crying over nothing either way. You've been building up a railroad, laying rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad, like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our backs.
Do you know sending?
Does Ox now? Wait, what do I
don't
have
think that
in
that's
my
enough.
bag? Because I have
We should have fucking stolen your parents' sending stone. They don't need it anymore.
I should have stolen Starmount from
We should have taken the silverware.
Listen, I either had to leave with my dignity or physical possession.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me look at my things. I have too
We
many
can still steal
things.
from them someday. We just have to be sneakier.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I will. It's on my agenda.
Steal a train.
I technically
That would actually be
do
sexy.
because
Some artificer shit.
yeah, it's artificer shit for I can. I think I already made a sending stone. I just never used it. And then
You
the
made a what?
bag of holding.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
you
think
can
you did call
like
Bro,
infuse items with like replication spells.
you made a fucking cell phone? And you've had it this whole
and
time!
I've
both cell
forgotten about it.
And you never gave the other cell phone.
The walkie-talkie.
We need to split up our walkie-talkies for safety! You've just been holding both of them?
Well, now's your time.
Yeah.
Oxalis!
He gets two infusions, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I made one of them definitely some sending stones a while ago because I think I asked Henry, "Can I look at your sending stone?"
I remember this.
Yeah.
No.
You dirty slut. He